All right, welcome to tonight's webinar. My name is Mike DeJesus. I just want to thank you guys for being patient. I know we're coming across a little bit of technical difficulties here, but now we're live. This is our very first Monday night webinar call. And some of you guys are on your phones, on your smartphones, and some of you guys are just calling in with the number, and some are just jumping on. I wanted to just make this one more of an intro because I know being the first webinar, we're probably going to come across some technical difficulties, which we did. But again, thank you guys all for being patient. And the purpose for this webinar, I know it really is to set the tone for your week. Just especially with the New Year's, everyone wants to be doing something, but I know just with our group alone, strength in numbers is how we really excel. And this is like the structure, the skeleton that will keep us all together running on the same page. This is where you're gonna get the updates. This is where you're gonna hear about the new promotions, the incentives, announcements. You guys will know all the events just based off of the Monday webinars. And on top of that, our goal is to get you guys a training going just a little bit, just to maybe give you that extra little nudge, extra little motivation, extra little information that you need to get going for the week. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into things here. If I can figure out how to change to the next slide. So this first slide here, I'm not sure if you guys seen this on social media already. If not, mark your calendars for January 16th through February 12th. And what that is 28 days. USANA is launching a new 28-day program. And this is something that we've been talking about for quite some time. And this is something that we're gonna go full on and participate in, is because if you guys haven't already noticed, all of our products with USANA is set up for you to take for a full 28 days. Your supplements, the food line, even the bars, the energy drink line, everything is set up so you can take the products, get results, and use it for the 28 days. Excuse me. And how that looks like for us is on January 16th. So that means you still have time to join us if you don't have the products you need to jumpstart this new year and to do this 28-day program. January 16th, we're going to be starting together as a group. Again, strength in numbers. We want to do this together just so we could get the most out of the program. So we're going to be doing it together. We're going to be doing the workouts together. We're going to be meal prepping together. We're going to be on text groups, messenger groups, all sorts of groups, just so we could all be connected and we could go and get the most out of the 28-day program. And if some people are on it with their health, that's great. Some people are not, that's even better. The whole purpose is for us to have a story so we could share it with friends and family, but not only that, but to create a buzz, to create something on social media so you guys could share it with friends and family and they could also hear about this program and join it while we're doing the 28 days or even afterwards once we start a new group. There's many strategies on how to go about and how we could present this, but the key thing is for you to do a 28-day yourself, right? Do it yourself so you know the results, you know the products, you have a story to share with someone else. Because if someone says, hey, what's that new 28-day program USANA launched? And you're like, I don't know, or I haven't tried it, not sure, then how are you able to get them to do the transformation and do the program with you? So that's one of the first announcements there. That kind of really got me excited. I'll be honest, we were traveling for a couple weeks and out of the country, and eating is, we couldn't meal prep. We didn't have a kitchen, you know, so we have to just try to make healthier choices. But if you're in new countries you've never visited, or even just the holidays alone, you're just going to start eating everything and experiencing everything. And that's what we did, you know, and so that's why I'm very excited to get started with this program. And I hope you guys are too. Here is now the business side. I love USANA. They set everything up perfectly. They have a health thing going on. And then not only that, now there's also a business growth challenge going on. So this one is called the Growth Circle. It's a CVP growth challenge. How that looks like if you guys are brand new, talk to a person that got you guys started in the business or someone that you're working closely with. But it's very simple. It's basic. What they're taking is your first quarter in 2016. If you look at it, base period is January 2nd through March 25th. So that's the quarter that they're going to be comparing the challenge to, right? And the growth period is this past Saturday. So it just started. We are in the peak of it, January 7th through March 31st. So they're going to take, let's say, what you've made in CVP, that's commission volume points, between January 2nd through March 25th, 2016. Let's say you made $0 or $500. It doesn't matter. This is a fair incentive, and this is the best incentive that USANA throws out. But it's on a smaller scale, because I know people wanted to do the growth 25, but you're going against the entire year with everyone. But here is the growth 25 just in the United States alone. So if you made $0 in 2016, and then this year you make $2,000 between that period, all $2,000 is growth, right? So if you made $500 and then you make $2,000 this year of this quarter from January 7th through March 31st, your growth is $1,500. If you need more clarification on that, let me know. But they're going to be taking the top 25 to an all expense paid extended weekend getaway to ... And that's how they left it as to. So for me, I don't care where they're going to be taking us to, I'll be honest, because USANA always knows how to do it up. When we won an incentive trip, they rolled out the red carpet, did the whole shebang, and you really, really feel like a super VIP 5-star treatment, something I've never experienced before. So yes, this is our focus. These are the two focuses that we have in our business, is the 28-day transformation and focusing on growing our business this quarter. And as you guys noticed, March 31st, 2017, right after that quarter, that leads to our national convention in April, which is hosted here in San Diego. So it's perfect time for that growth to do rank advancements and even earn a free trip. So I want to point this one out here, because now getting into the action of things, I just wanted to share a few tips that I know that we've been focused on, that I know that works, that I know that successful people do. And if you guys, I mean, a lot of you guys, I'm looking at who's on this webinar, you guys know me. I'm not one to really make up stuff. I love just following the tracks of successful people and just taking notes of it and following it. Maybe 4 or 5 different mentors I follow, listen to, learn from. And then that's kind of, I pick and choose like a buffet, and that's how I create, like, where, you know, my style, I guess you could say. And what I've noticed with all of them is this quote here is very true with all of them, is that the secret to your future is hidden in your daily routine. For me, it's huge. If you guys haven't seen the post yet on Elevate International private Facebook group, Steven posted several great tips. Download those apps. I have those apps on my phone. I'm starting to utilize them already. And also he shared his morning daily routine. My wife and I, we have our routine. What's awesome about it in this business is that you are able to create your own routine on however that looks like. If you're still working, if you're still at a 9-to-5 job, you're still able to create your routine however you want to do it. I know some guys in our team, they wake up 4 or 5 a.m. to get the gym time knocked out. First thing in the morning, get their day going, get the mind right, get that going. And if you guys look at, again, there's a screenshot of what Steven does every morning. That's really a good guideline of how that looks like. And I'll be more than happy to share my wife and I's routines every single day. And what's awesome is that it's a baseline. It's what's going to keep you going. And our focus is to just stay consistent in these routines, because what we know is that we have 100% control of doing these little action steps every single day. which in return will lead us to our bigger goals. Because in the past, we've been really caught up of focusing on the big picture of, I mean, it's great to do that, but we're thinking big action step. I mean, big goal equals big action step. But really, it's these little steps day in and day out, the consistencies that's going to lead you there. So our focus is these things that we have full control of, which is our routine every single day. So this here, I saw this from one of the trainings that stuck with me here is be plus do equals have. One is be a product of the product. Two is have a huge why. Three is treat your business like $1 million business. Four is show up, be involved. So I'll go over real quick each one on my take on it. Be a product of the product. You have to be the best product user out there, hands down. If you've seen Jordan Kemper's post and his cupboards, if you guys have been to our house, our cupboards filled with products. We always have an abundance mindset when it comes to our products. We love sharing these products. We use them like every single day. All three product lines need to be used every single day. Rev 3 energy drink at 7:50 p.m. I have to keep going. I use them every single day. Our supplements have to keep going. We were using essentials and having all these bottles, pill boxes. USANA has a nice pill box, but we're also converting and switching over to our unique product, which is a health pack in my health pack. Shakes, guarantee you, every single morning, we take them every single morning. And as a post-workout also. And even a skincare line in Sansei, best believe it, all of our bathrooms here have Sansei on every single one of them, right? Even for our guests to use. Our goal is for that, for people to see that we are the best customer, because we are looking for great customers, so we have to be that great customer. Have a huge why. Know why you're doing the business. Something that will make you tear up just by talking about it. If it doesn't make you tear up, it's not big enough. I'll leave it at that. If it doesn't make you tear up and doesn't choke you up, or if you're not a person that gets choked up easily, but it just has to hit you at that certain place, right? It has to be that close to you. Third thing is treat your business like $1 million business. This is one of the turning points, I believe, for a lot of people, is if you're able to see this business as $1 million business. Because if you take a look at it and evaluate the way you've been acting and treating this business, you might fire yourself. Let's be real. There's times when I'm just like, why am I slacking off? Why am I not doing this? Why this? Why that? I'll fire myself. I'm like, I'm not the best worker, the CEO. I would not partner with me. So treat it like $1 million business. Know the potential, right? And the last thing, show up, be involved. Be involved in these webinars. Be involved in our team meetings, everything. Just be involved. You have to be there just in order to get things going. Start with this right here, weekly action plan. This is on our website there, and you guys have the fast links for this. Start with this. This is just a rough draft that will keep you in check every single day, just so you know that you are on top of everything, right? And one thing I found is, drop a little plug there, Passion Planner is actually legit. I'm using it specifically just for USANA business, which pretty much looks like, or I can make it look very similar to this, but this right here will keep you going in your business. Why is it important to fill all these things out? Because if you're guilty of this, you're not running a business. You're just running a little hobby. Right? What I mean by if you're guilty by this, if your business hours look like this, it says, hey, we're open. Most days about 9 or 10, occasionally as early as 7, but some days as late as 12 or 1. We're closed about 5:30 or 6, occasionally about 4 or 5, but sometimes as late as 11 or 12. Some days are afternoons. We aren't here at all, and lately I've been here just about all the time, except when I'm someplace else, but I should be here then too. Does that work for you? If you try Googling a business, like you try going to a store and you're like, are they open today? And this is what you see, right? That's why it's important to know your schedule. Create that timeline on when you can go and start building this business, your business hours, create it and stick to it. And here's another good quote that I really, really like is the secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. If you've been in this business for quite some time, you get caught up on, oh, hey, this work, this, that, this focus on growth, 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 growth. You are not the same person as you were back in the day. Or if you're new to this business, you keep looking at what worked at your job or did this, did that. No, focus on the new, right? Build something new. And that's the focus, what you should focus your energy on. And here's another good one. Success seems to be connected to action. Success seems to be connected to action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. This is huge. I know you guys that's been in this business for quite some time that's still there hanging in there. Yes, you guys are not quitters. We get it. But we also need to take action. And I'm saying that out loud, even to myself. 2017, this is the launch. I'm looking at this as a fresh slate. It's perfect. Everything is on our side. K-Jo is doing an amazing job with social media. You imagine that it's like USANA is already doing all the back end stuff from customer service, shipping out your products. Now we have a social media outlet that is showing what our team is all about. Like it, follow it. I'm just like, wow, these photos and the way it's all laid out is very professional, more professional than any others that I've seen out there. So I'm really excited with the stuff going on. Now the focus is you. The focus is what are you going to do? What action are you going to take? What mistakes are you going to make and overcome? How are you going to continue going? Right? So weekly get together, join, get connected with your teams. I know they have stuff going on out there in LA. I want to invite you guys that's here in San Diego over to our house on Wednesday. We just want to get together and work and have dinner together. Let's do a potluck style here. We want to do that every single week, and it just happens to fall on Wednesday. We'll talk more this Wednesday to see what the best date is, but we want to have dinner with our leaders and our upcoming leaders every single week just to stay connected, be on the same page, and see what's going on and how we could go and keep each other accountable. So last thing here, upcoming events. Notate this onto your calendars, planners, whatever you guys have, but this will also be in our team website, but I just want to quickly go over them and just show the importance of them. January 19th, Thursday Health and Business webinars. That's when we're going to start it. Give you guys an idea on how that's going to look like compared to the past. In the past, when we talk about health online, we just talk about USANA Health and how that looks like. Now what we want to do is we want to show and bring value to people, and we just want to talk about different health topics. We're going to release health topics that we're going to be going over on those Thursday meetings. And the same thing with business. We're going to talk about business topics. So to give you guys an example, health, we'll talk about digestive health. We'll talk about why to supplement, not to talk about USANA. Everything that's, the topic, of course, we know is going to lead to USANA. It's going to lead to them contacting you, the person who invited them to the webinar. Same thing with business, how to get a tax write-off. How do you take advantage of that during the year? Because I know people are going to start thinking about their taxes. How do I save more money? How do I get more money back? How do I write off certain equipments, my house? And let's see. How to create a side income so you don't have to work full-time at your job, how to leave a 9-to-5 job, how to be an entrepreneur. Those are just some, things that's from the top of my head, but we have them all written up. And these are topics that we're going to go and talk about on these webinars, right? We're even going to do some affiliate marketing so we could get other professionals that is a doctor, personal trainer, or whatever specialty, chiropractors that they, whatever specialty they may have, to get on the webinar, share some professional health tips, bring value to the community, because that's what our goal is, right? And in return, their business will be exposed to our group, and we're going to get the knowledge, and they're going to know about USANA and what we can provide. So again, we're going to be sharing more about that, but that is really the vision and the idea of our webinars every Thursday, and it's starting January 19th. January 21st is our first Saturday training. Location in San Diego is to be determined. And we're going to have a live one in that Saturday, and that's going to be from, I forgot to write the date. Again, it's on our calendar already. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then it's going to also be available via webinar, a live stream for the LA team. And I know the LA team will be meeting with K. Joe so they could watch it together. And we could, when we're even planning on live streaming them, so Kay could share a few things with their group that's here all together in San Diego. So we're going to utilize the technology, because our goal is to really scale our team, this business, worldwide in the 20 countries we're at. So that's why we're doing a lot of these things all live and webinar and everything. February 2nd through the 4th, Sweet Retreat, Phoenix, Arizona. There's about 5 ladies that's already booked. Contact my wife. They already have their hotels. They have their tickets. It's going to be a great event. If you know anyone that is a woman, unfortunately, there's no guys allowed at this event. I hear from all the women that it is the best event. Some of them even prefer it more than other USANA events, because they just connect somehow. The speakers, the environment, the vibe, it just connects. April 6th through the 8th, National Convention, San Diego. You guys are going to hear about this every Monday. Register. This is our hometown. I feel like we're hosting the big event, right? So my goal is to represent with a team, building a new team. We're going to have a huge new following here that's going to be here April 6th through the 8th. So mark your calendars. Start signing your new associates up. Get them all there, because our goal is to really have a huge presence there in San Diego, because this is our national convention. 3 days of learning, and it's in our hometown. We don't have to fly out, so we're very lucky with that. Last event that I want to put out there, August 15th through the 19th, is International Convention. This is the 25th year anniversary. That growth circle I mentioned is just one of the things that they launched, part of this 25th year anniversary. And from what I hear is that they have a lot in store. In the past, I'll give you guys this, they've given out free iPads to 10,000 people. So USANA is capable of doing big things. So these Monday webinars, just to recap, since this is again our very first one here, I just want to give you guys what to expect. 7 to 7:30. We may flip this around. Maybe the teams could meet up afterwards. That might work better. I got to talk to the leaders, but 7 to 7:30 for 30 minutes. The goal is for you to talk to and meet up with your team. Set up a Google Hangout. It's so great. You could have a handful of people there. You guys could be seeing each other live. You don't have to be on Wi-Fi. Just need headphones, and you guys will be interacting like you guys are in front of each other. So the goal for that is for you to go over your weekly action plan with the team you're working with to keep you and everyone else accountable. And then from here, 7:30 to 8, I got started a few minutes late due to technical difficulties. I apologize again. But another 30 minutes of just what we talked about, so just to stay connected with the team, stay updated with the events and announcements, plus just a quick little training just to set the tone for your week. So next Monday, we're gonna have different leaders that's gonna be doing this. Every Monday is gonna be a different leader. We're gonna have we even may have guests to share a little bit of their expertise. So again, our goal Monday to keep the week going, keep it consistent is the goal, and have it fresh for you guys, so you guys could always be proud of what we're doing, get connected, get plugged in with the source, and then invite all your new associates onto this call so we could get that going. So I'll leave you guys with this here. I know everyone here are leaders, definitely leaders. So here for me, I am the leader. I need to be doing the things I need to do in order to have the life that I truly want. So I'll leave you guys with that. And again, I want to thank you guys all for being so patient. And with the technical difficulties, as you guys notice, I keep looking away, and I don't know if you guys are watching me on the video, because I want to make sure that we're good with the time. Because I know there's some people at the gym, some people at the airport. Some people are doing or listening to this as a recording. You want to be able to be just like, all right, 30 minutes, I could knock it out, be in the loop, know what's going on for the week. And as long as I have my headphones on, I could be on the go. Again, our goal is to be able to build this business, scale it huge, duplicatable, and something consistent that goes on every single week. So everyone knows that we are here. We're not going anywhere. We're making moves, and we're going to go make a huge, huge difference, change people's lives, change your own lives this year, 2017. Thank you guys again. I love you all. The recording will be up soon. It'll be posted on our private Facebook group. Thank you guys again, and I'm excited to see you guys here on Wednesday. But of course, next Monday, we'll be on this. It's going to be on point, 7:30, or just make sure you're staying staying connected with the Facebook group that we have, so we could go ahead and be on the same page and know exactly all the details. Thank you guys again. Good night, and God bless.